So, if you are a single mom and you struggle with being productive throughout the day, getting things done, but you feel a lot of anxiety and tend to feel stressed and overwhelmed, then this message may be for you. First, before I get into this video, let me introduce myself. My name is Shayla. I'm a reader, an intuitive reader, teacher, dog lover, all those things. And I feel like my mission here is to help myself and others, particularly single moms, gain more moments of peace in their life. Okay, so the other day, yesterday, I was feeling like, dang, I'm not doing enough. I'm seeing other people, particularly people online, look like, they got a lot going on and they're getting a lot of stuff done. But what I had to realize is that number one, I am not them. Number two, I don't know their whole story or situation. And number three, we all are trying to get through the day without completely burning. This is the thing. We can be productive without feeling stressed and overwhelmed, but it is the way we go about it. So, for example, if you start feeling stressed and overwhelmed, the thing not to do is to not keep going. Don't try to push through that unless you have to. And look, I am not perfect. I do it all the time though. But this week, I want to be more intentional about not pushing through stress and overwhelm. Take a few moments and release the stress or do something. Okay, there are three ways you can release stress and release overwhelm and anxiety. And one way is through yoga. There's a bunch of yoga videos, including my yoga video. Actually, I have one I just made. It's called Study Break Yoga. And so I just post that. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check that out. If not, it's okay. No hard feelings. But there are plenty of quick yoga videos that you could do, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay. I even did one that was just 2 minutes. And I tell you, that helps ground you, helps stabilize you, and it will help release stress and overwhelm. The second one that I think is very effective is some type of movement. Yes, you could do yoga, that is gentle movement, but you could do a quick workout. You could go out in nature. You could take a quick walk, and that always helps me. And I think that would help you too. Okay, and the third one I want to mention is breathing. And you probably have heard this before. Just breathe, but really it does work sometimes. Okay, so there's two techniques I have learned, and I have actually got this from other people. I'm so sorry, I forget the name of the one guy. I think he's a doctor on YouTube. And sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. But when I do it, it is effective. So basically, what you want to do, and make sure, like, be careful if you have like asthma or any type of breathing problems. I would not suggest this if you do. You want to inhale for 4, and then you want to hold your breath as long as you can. And then you want to exhale, I think, for about 8 seconds. And then you want to repeat that 4 times. So you're holding your breath as long as you can. If you feel like you're about to die, don't do this. But I have noticed it is really helpful. The second one that is a little bit more, I feel like a little bit more easier, especially like if you have any type of breathing problems, it's just doing 5 rounds of inhaling for 4 seconds and then exhaling. Okay. And when you exhale, you could just make up your own count. You just want to do that for about at least 5 times or more if you feel like you need it. But breath work, you know, I know it might sound repetitive and a lot of people might mention it, but it truly can help you if you are feeling okay. So you might see somebody killing their to-do list, being super productive. They're a wife, they're a mother, they got like 3 jobs, they doing all the things, okay? And you might be inspired by that, and that is wonderful. But how do that person feel when they are doing those things? Okay. Are they taking breaks in between the activities or their responsibilities that they have to carry out? I think it matters more on how you feel when you're doing the things than getting a bunch of stuff done. We are not robots, and we can burn ourselves out if we do not take the time to rest sometimes, to take a break when we need to. But that doesn't mean that we just don't do nothing. No, that's not that's not what it means. Obviously, some of us we got to get some shit done. But what I think is good is okay, if I'm doing about an hour of work, take I should be able to take a 5 or 10 minute break. If I have time, maybe I take a longer break, you know? Um so it's kind of like a work rest balance. So I work a little bit, I rest a little bit. If I have a lot of energy and I'm feeling really good, then maybe I'll work a little bit longer. But sometimes when I know for me, when I feel like I have a bunch of energy, sometimes I be like the energizer bunny and I just keep going because I'm feeling good. I got this. And then next thing you know, I'm feeling exhausted and burnt out because we are not robots. We are humans. And so sometimes, if you like me, you may have to force yourself to kind of take a break and slow down. Like, oh, you know what? I've been working at something for a while. I haven't even took a 5 or 10 minute break. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Now today, I did some work. I did my little job. I shouldn't say little job because it's not a little job. But I did my job today and some other stuff. And I was just feeling really tired. And I'm not gonna lie, I ate and I relaxed, and it was almost like 2 hours almost, you know. But hey, maybe I needed that, you know. Now I'm not saying do that all the time, but sometimes you might need that. Sometimes you might need a whole day to just chill, kick your feet up, do nothing. I don't want to talk to nobody. Sometimes you need that. And I think this is my goal, is to go back to restful Sundays. Restful Sundays is where I just do what I want to do and I try to chill and relax. But lately that hasn't been happening because some things have um I've been having to do certain things on Sunday. But even if you can't take a whole day to rest, like I said, take some breaks in between. Or work half the day, the rest of the half a day, you just chill and relax. At the end of the day, you have to find what works best for you. I think I find that, taking small breaks throughout the day, unless I'm really tired, like I was today, um, usually works better for me than, working a long period of time and then, just doing nothing after that. I think small breaks throughout the day works better for me. And I'm repeating myself. But at the end of the day, the you do what's best for you. The whole point of this message is that productivity is great, but we want calm productivity. We want to feel good And we want to feel okay as we are accomplishing our goals, our tasks, and tackling on the day's responsibilities. That is more important than crossing off 20 things on your to-do list, in my opinion. If you gain anything from this message, please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to book a reading with me, I do readings. Please email me. My email should be in the description below. If it's not, let me know because I'm still learning this YouTube stuff. And I hope you have a wonderful day.